now with the boy Iman.
Iman Gadzhi.
So, Iman Gadzhi.
Iman Gadzhi is one of the fastest growing finance YouTubers. With over 1.2 million subscribers on YouTube, he's been taking over the internet. But who is Iman Gadzhi? Did he really drop out of high school to chase his dreams? Or is he just another e-commerce guru? Iman Gadzhi has been on YouTube for years, making fitness videos back in 2016. On January 3, 2000, he was born in South Russia. Iman had it rough back in his childhood. His abusive, alcohol-using father left long before he was born. Growing up with a single mother who was working 2 jobs to provide for Iman and herself, it had a very big impact on Iman. As he was too young to start working, he couldn't really help her. At the age of 4, Iman moved to the United Kingdom with his mother. His mom met his stepfather in Moscow and dated for a few months, and he decided he wanted them to live with him in London. After a few months, things got dark, and they broke up, and things were back to how they used to be. Since he didn't really have any money, he couldn't do what he liked. One of the most favorite things he liked to do was read books. Iman would go to his local library and buy his favorite books to read at home. These weren't any normal books. Instead, he bought some of the most top G books you could find back then, such as Rich Dad, Poor Dad and the 48 Laws of Power.
Books that have changed my life. Now, reading as a whole has been such a massive contributing factor to why I've managed to get to the point where I'm at. You know, a multi-millionaire at the age of 21, multiple successful businesses, and I'm not going to toot my own horn any further, but point is, reading was massive for me.
Iman was a shy kid that never really talked to people. As Iman got older, he got more interested in making money. At the age of 15, he decided to start a side hustle. So he started an Instagram business flipping accounts. Iman made a good amount of money for his age, but after one bad decision, he managed to lose all his money into one account that failed extremely. After the massive failure, he decided to do something else. Iman always had a passion for fitness, and at the time he was still playing football. Since he knew a few things about social media, the owner offered him to manage their content and social media accounts. The owner asked how much that would cost, and that shook Iman since he didn't know he could make money just by managing their social media accounts. Before saying yes, he told the owner of the club that he would get back to him. So he got home and did some research and came up with a price of £75 a week. That was the boost that Iman needed to give him some hope. After Iman got some experience with this and chose to do this more often, he reached out to a few business owners who could use some help, but for 7 months he had no progress and 0 clients. He kept going and finally got a meeting with a company. After the meeting, the founder of the company asked Iman to send a proposal. He emailed the owner of the company and asked for £1,900 a month. A few hours passed by and he got an email back with 2 words, "Call me." After some negotiation, he finally got the deal. Iman couldn't believe what he was hearing. After 7 months, finally, the first real deal. This was the turning point in his life. After 2 weeks, he went from £300 per month to £4,150 per month with 3 clients, and he was still in high school. This was the moment that Iman became a high school dropout. He had hit the number he needed to drop out of high school. Not long after dropping out, he signed more clients. At that point, Iman had already made 6 figures and couldn't believe how his life turned around so quickly. After a few weeks, everything came down quickly.
And a lot of the time, it would end up at 4 or 5 a.m. after parties where there was a lot of drugs involved. And I just went through this dark, like 3, 4, 5 month phase where I was using a lot of drugs. I was like, just my reality had shattered. And the weird thing is,
He started to lose clients due to lack of proving ROI, return on investment.
Your company is losing clients left and right.
So he decided to use paid traffic. He was selling Facebook ad services for 6 months and failed every time. Iman tried everything, from buying all the courses he could find to working with a lot of coaches. After some research, Iman realized that he didn't have to deliver the Facebook ad services himself. Iman could just get someone else to deliver it so he could focus on sales and operations. Everything was going well. The agency grew daily, and a couple of people noticed how well things were going for Iman. One day, a YouTube subscriber asked him if he could show him how he made the agency so successful. Iman said, "Of course I can help you." But the subscriber asked, "How much do you charge an hour?" This was brand new for Iman and seemed absurd. Iman responded with £100. The same student came back after 2 hours of coaching with his first £1,500 per month client. This meant two things for Iman. He was undercharging, or he could run an agency and teach others how to do the same. After working with a test group of 50 students, Iman released a brand new program called Six-Figure SMMA. Suddenly, he had created something much bigger than himself. Within 12 months, he already had over 1,100 customers. It made $45,000 per month. With his experience and talent, Iman could build a practicable online course that could revolutionize education through e-learning.
Ever since I was living at home, single mom, going to gym, trying to find my big break, a business start, all the way from that to when I first started my agency 5.5 years ago, to having my first 10K month, my first 100K month, making my first million, all the way from that to taking $1.5 million and turning it into almost 10 million last year with crypto. I think it's like 8.5 million.
And this entire story comes to an end. With all his new fame coming in daily, people don't really seem to know what his life story really is.
That's pounds, so around like $10,000 yesterday. So that's.
And what did you do yesterday? We went to the jazz club. We hung out with Arlen. We just kicked it,
I did not much, to be honest. I'd say probably everything on all yesterday for the e-learning platform, maybe like 15,000 at the agency.
The past couple of years, the production of videos has improved massively. With nasty titles and catchy thumbnails, he's been taking over the finance side of YouTube. He also changed my life, looking differently at certain things and becoming the best version of my life.